You tell me when we're ready. You're ready. Okay.
Good to you.
You don't want to sit down until you have to, do you?
Exactly.
It's a little sunnier over here than over there.
You get a little wind.
When you tell me to, Margaret, I will begin. Okay. Good afternoon. I'm Sherry Everts, Chancellor at Appalachian State University. Welcome to the opening of Laurel Creek, the third new residence hall to open under time, a week early, and under budget on our campus in the last year, third in the last year. We are so excited about this beautiful addition that we cannot wait for students to move in. In fact, yesterday, Laurel Creek welcomed its first residents, our residence hall staff. These outstanding student leaders will foster a welcoming, safe, and inclusive environment for hundreds of students who will settle into the building in the coming weeks. I would like to recognize two folks, one of whom cannot join us. Philip Byers from the Board of Governors, who was not able to join us, and Tommy Sofield. Tommy, where'd you go? There you are. Representing App State's Board of Trustees. Thank you, Tommy, for being here today and for your support of App State. Thank you. Jeremy Doss, Senior Vice President for Development for RISE, has also joined us today. Thank you for joining us. You'll hear from him shortly. Thank you. There are so many people here today who came together to complete this project on time and under budget. Thank you all. And again, I want to thank everyone here who contributed to that accomplishment. I'm certain that wasn't easy, particularly during COVID. This residence hall and the many other projects in progress on our campus represent the future of App State. At a time when the focus has been very much on the day-to-day, we also have our sights on the horizon, anticipating the needs of the Appalachian community and planning for generations of mountaineers to come. Thank you all. As many of you know, Laurel Creek bears the name of a nearby creek that runs from Beach Mountain into the Watauga River. The creek features a waterfall and swimming area that are quite popular with our students. Many of our students chose App State in part because of our stunning location, and we take every opportunity to honor this beautiful area and its landmarks. Naming our buildings and spaces after local geography, geology, and biology helps our students build a stronger connection to the surrounding region. We are also committed to being good stewards of our resources and the environment. Laurel Creek was constructed per Green Built Alliance standards, which are even more stringent than LEED certification standards. And we anticipate receiving Green Built Home certification in about a year. Adhering to these standards is particularly meaningful to us because the Green Built Alliance, which administers the certification, is an organization focused on the western North Carolina region. And I'm pleased that Green Built Homes Program Manager Josh, where are you? Thank you, Josh, who also happens to be an App alumnus, is with us today. It is always nice to welcome back former students like Josh and see the ways they are carrying forward App State's commitment to sustainability. Thank you for being here, Josh, and for all you've done. Thank you so much. With 640 beds and more than 151,000 square feet, Laurel Creek features many thoughtful design elements, including sleek and modern living spaces, lobbies, lounges, study spaces, on-site laundry facilities, and a kitchen. Laurel Creek's marquee feature, however, is right here, a common green space that encompasses more than 14,000 square feet and is also shared by Raven Rocks and Thunder Hill Halls. Students can relax or study in the space, and I've been assured it has very strong wireless, and it will be a great spot to host events. The area even has specially designed poles just behind you, which I've heard described as a hammock garden, where students can attach hammocks and slack lines, which are must-haves for mountaineers, and that's right behind you in the circle. Comfortable and functional spaces are essential for students to live and learn, both indoors and out. You'll hear more from Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, J.J. Brown, about the tremendous impact our new residence halls have on the student experience at Upstate. Our residence halls, though, are more than brick and mortar. They are homes for our students, places where they will make memories, build community, and discover what it means to live and learn like a mountaineer. Thank you so much for joining us as we celebrate this momentous occasion. I love a ribbon cutting. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Dr. Everts. It's wonderful to be back here again at this tremendous milestone event. You know, RISE continues to be truly honored to be ASU's public-private partner on this P3. And I want to again commend the collective teamwork that culminated in bringing this second phase of this 2,300 bed campus transformation together. 1 year ago today, well actually next week, August 4th, we gathered just across the courtyard here at Raven Rocks, as well as Thunder Hill to our left, to my left, for the phase 1 delivery. Today we get to celebrate the full completion of this campus precinct. It's phase 2 of 3, but it's completing this campus precinct. And to think just less than 3 years ago, this was a surface parking lot with I think 350 parking spaces. So it's truly a transformation here. The collective effort and teamwork to bring this on time and on budget, completion in today was no small task at all. I want to thank the ASU team, led by J.J. Brown, Matt Doyle, Jeff Pierce, Dr. Tom Kane, for all of their teams' efforts, commitments along the way. As with last August, construction markets continuing to experience many challenges associated with the pandemic. You know, we worked through other issues last year to deliver. We worked through those over the last year, construction, supply lines, materials and labor, but we got it done together, and that is a huge milestone. ASU's close involvement definitely helped all the way through that to navigate the challenges efficiently, effectively, and get it done and adapt to it. Thank you all for that. Real quickly, I don't know if I've seen Dr. Kane today, but I did want to specifically recognize him, Dr. Tom Kane, congratulate him on his upcoming retirement through this public-private process, especially early on in the design and programming. Tom was instrumental in bringing his wealth of experience and wisdom in university housing to the process and help guide and mold this overall community. I personally learned a lot from Dr. Kane through that, and I want to thank him as well as his many years of service to ASU and our industry as a whole. I've seen him for years out, on the national circuit of housing directors, and it was an honor to work with him, and I wanted to thank Tom personally for that commitment. I also want to thank my direct development team, Niles Bolton Associates, Cho Construction, Stanley D. Lindsay and Associates, RBC Capital Markets, and Beyond Owners Group for all culminating with ASU to make this happen each phase at a time. In closing, just like Dr. Everts pointed out, the impact that this facility is going to have over, let's say, 40 years, 640 students, equivalents to 26,000 potential kids living here, making their home here over the next 40 years. That's a lot of impact. So we thought about that from the beginning and all the way to the day in the decisions and the work that we put forward. Again, I look forward to seeing you all next fall, the final phase across the street here at River Hall, and complete this final transformation. Thank you all. I'll turn it over to J.J.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here at this historic moment here at Appalachian. So thankful for the work that brings us to this space today. We get to dedicate a new residence hall. I'm also equally excited about this space right here behind in front of me with this courtyard as well. Also want to thank a number of individuals this afternoon. I want to thank Chancellor Everts for her vision for this project and support for on-campus living and thinking about these this transformational piece, and I'll use that word several times here, I'll come back to it here in a few minutes, but truly changes the landscape of our community and the living environment for our students, which is key to Appalachian and who we are as an institution. I know we have Trustee Sofield here, and thank you and the other trustees for your unwavering support on this as well. We're so grateful for that all throughout this project. I've said this many times, and we said it a lot in our office, and it's just reconfirmed after this COVID year as well. We have the right team for this project. We have had the right team from day one on this project. I thank Rise, specifically Greg, who couldn't be with us today, but thank Jeremy. I also want to thank Jeremy's family as well, because they've also impacted, because Jeremy's been up here a lot as well in this journey, but really the Rise team has been tremendous. I want to thank our friends from Choate, Niles Bolton as well, for all of your work and all these pieces, Beyond Owners as well, for their partnership and collaboration with us to bring us to this moment. Our own team in business affairs, specifically Nick Caters, Ted Lejeune, Jeff Pierce, and Jason Walker. Again, the day-to-day details and all the many conversations and meetings and emails that take place amongst this team. In student affairs, I want to thank our folks, Matt Dole specifically. I want to thank our team in university housing, echo what Jeremy shared, Tom Kane, particularly Shannon Jordan as well, for their leadership and involvement and engagement in this process, along with many, many other folks that made today happen. And all our team, I'm looking at a number of folks that have been unloading furniture the last few weeks and making sure that this building is complete and ready and clean and ready for our students, and finishing that in the housing side as well. I'm grateful for each and every one of you for the roles in which you've played in getting us to this moment. Again, just reflecting on this pandemic and what that has meant for some of the challenges. It was challenges a year ago in a different way. It's been challenges for this project in a different way. But here we are, early, ready for our students to start coming back over the next few weeks and starting this semester. And again, we have the right team in place to deliver this piece. As the Chancellor shared, Laurel Creek is named for a local spot here in the high country. It's where students like to hang out, swim, so forth. We don't necessarily have swimming here. This is a perfect spot to hang out as well. We've got hammock spots back here in the corner. Again, when you think about community and what this space brings for us and where this creates community, as Jeremy referenced, in finishing this kind of quad area, if you will, is really transformational. And we have used that word a lot. I've used it now twice already in the last few minutes. But it is transformational when you think about what this space looked like and what it served 3 years ago. Certainly, we had our students that were here, but these rooms are designed, they're suite style rooms, a mix of apartments, also some single rooms, and buildings equipped with current technology related to smart thermostats, Wi-Fi. As the Chancellor referenced, we have Wi-Fi out here as well. We've also got wired internet access, which is great too when you think about those pieces. Once again, so impressed with just this facility and the small meeting rooms, the hangout spots, the study areas, the amazing views from this all of these buildings, but certainly Laurel Creek as well. And it was referenced, a year from now, we will dedicate another residence hall, New River Hall, across the street, complete this project, further help us build community. We add additional residence hall beds as a part of this as well, which we've certainly already benefiting from, because we're grateful that our enrollment continues to be strong. And this project certainly helps us see and serve our students in a new way versus with these new designed residence halls. Appalachian's been known for its aspect of engagement. It's one of the things that so many of us really enjoy and appreciate about working here and living here and being a part of this community. And this project certainly helps us continue in our tradition as an institution of engagement. I thank you all for attending this afternoon. I think right now we get to do what the Chancellor loves to do, and it's always fun in the campus environment, is to cut a ribbon. Thank you all.
everybody right here for me. Let's get a good smile. Hang on. Perfect.